Spencer Day joins us nice and early. For those that are tuned in, thank you for joining us, Spencer. I know you're still struggling a little bit with the lurgy, with the flu, but
try not to give it to you.
We try and get through it as quickly as possible. But just really your thoughts on obviously Saturday, 2 games in 3 days, and your thoughts on how we played Saturday and the disappointment, obviously losing Michael Fernandez, but the good result. On your thoughts on today as well, really.
So Saturday at this stage of the season, it's just getting the results, isn't it? I thought we were the better team first half, hit the outside of the post. Fernandez was unplayable. Score a good goal. I know that they contributed to the error. They haven't really hurt us, just on the counter-attack, really, our own mistakes that were... I thought Hendon gave their absolute all, but then everything changes in the 46th odd minute. I can't defend it. Michael knows my position to it. I can sometimes understand players when they're frustrated and things like going, well, but he was the best player on the pitch. And, we appealed Mitch's because we were encouraged, actually, by the FA, because it was, most people thought it was a yellow, including the opposition manager. And we thought we might get that reduced. We failed. You don't get any answers. Haven't got a leg to stand on with Fernandez. It's not a punch. It's a petulant hands up, which is... a really silly thing to do. So, today is his last game. He's out for the rest of the season, which is, he knows he's let us all down.
So how does that work then? So you don't get banned straight away?
7 days. It's 7 days from the offence.
Right, okay.
So he's out for the playoffs, should we be him, Taunton and anything else. So very frustrating when he's playing so well.
Yep.
I always say a lot of players are with you at these levels because they have faults, whether it's in their technical game and other things. And, Michael's been with me a long time. And it's just so frustrating when he was playing so well.
Great first half,
And he knows he's let us down, and we've told him he's got to go out from the team today in a bang, so he starts today. We clearly have to manage what players are doing. And I thought second half, they've only had 1 attempt on goal, which was straight at Jack, and he's made a good save, but it was pretty much straight at him. And we defended superbly. We put an incredible shift in. Hendon gave it their all. They were missing a lot of players, but I thought they were magnificent trying it. But I thought... besides the ball that went across our face of our goal and that
last minute or so,
they've not really hurt us, and we've just worked so hard. Now, of course, there are consequences to that on that pitch, particularly in that heat. And we come here today, and I've made the players be very honest with me about where they feel they are. So we've made a lot of changes today, and we're conscious who we're playing. We know they left some senior players out who are all back in the starting line out today. We can see where they're rightly so. Their season's done, but this is a big scalp. It's a derby. We know what we're going to get. So we've made a lot of changes and it's opportunities, but sadly Mark Nisbet hasn't made it. We knew he was struggling on Saturday, as those of you there saw.
He was superb Saturday as well.
And that's a big loss, but we also have to be realistic. We're fairly long odds to go up. We've taken it to the last 5 days of the season. We're certainly not giving anything up, but we're in the last 5 days of the season. We've been right up there the whole season, and it's so incredibly tight. And there are so many computations of what might happen. And I think for the first time, when we get to probably half time, I will ask what the scores are, because if it hasn't gone our way, then perhaps we need to look at what we're going to do for the second half today and certainly on Saturday. So
that's Tiverton Taunton, obviously the big
obviously one. What we've got to do is win our game. And we're coming up a team that I think have won 5 out of the last 6.
Good result
just
against
annihilated Truro, having left senior players out. Beat Tiverton, who we couldn't do, and beat their home run. But then also went and lost 1-0 at Wimborne. So I joke with Millers when I speak to him, and I speak to him quite a lot. I turn around and say, you'd be a bookie's nightmare, you lot. They're probably the most unpredictable team in the division. So, they've brought their senior players for today. We've made a lot of changes. We want Salim to be back to where he was. Reggie's played a lot of minutes, and same for Buchanan. Buchanan and Pratt put in incredible shift on Saturday. Buchanan for 75 odd plus minutes, and Pratty for 40 odd minutes on his own. And we also have to look that we're losing Michael. We lost Mitch to a bizarre situation on Saturday in the warm up. We lost him. He aggravated a calf when he was having a rub, so he couldn't play on Saturday, even though he was named on the bench. That was, wasn't even made aware to.
So he starts against his old club today.
He starts today. So he's recovered, and we have to look here and now, but also try and freshen it up, give people opportunities. We know what Hartley are going to do. They'll probably be a 4-3-3. They're going to turn us around early. They're going to scrap and fight, and they've got some real quality, in particular in Argent and Nichols are two outstanding forwards. They've got young lads in there as well. They've got experienced centre-halves in Drage and Good, and obviously Tom Leggett coming back.
Yeah, I'm surprised to see Vine on the bench, actually. He got a hat-trick
he's obviously a young lad. We had him pre-season briefly when I was talking to his dad. He's playing a trial game, I believe, for a pro club tomorrow. So he's probably 30 minutes only, we're told. So, but we always knew that Argent and Nichols were going to play today. So, we're not silly. We knew Josh Webb would play today. We knew Good would come back to playing today. I mean, you look at them out there, they're men, they're very physical, they're in good form. And this, they want to take out, ourselves, but at the end of the day, the season's not won or lost today. We've already got, 82 points. We've got the joint maximum wins in the division. We've just got to deal with today. We've made changes. It's up to Michael to depart from the team and hopefully play like he did in the first 45. Mitch is back, Salim's back in there. Mitch Brundle, who's been superb in defence, is in again. So we've got every chance, and we'll do our jobs, and then we'll see from so many computations where we are at 5 o'clock, and then we'll go from there.
So obviously another big game next Saturday. Obviously we're not sure what the situation will be, like you said, but another big game against Taunton away. It could come down to the wire for the last game. We've got a coach running from here with all the supporters.
Well, I don't want to knock anyone's trumpets, but it could be the least important game of the season. With the greatest respect, the only team that can win it today are Taunton.
Yeah.
And if they've won it, I've got some very difficult decisions to make. What I do on that Saturday with the playoff on Tuesday night.
Yeah, sure.
So
it could go either way, yeah.
It could literally be the biggest game of the season, or it could actually be the least important game of the season. It's not beyond the realms of much complication that all three teams could end up with 86 points, and it's done on goal difference. Which would be, this has got to be the tightest division ever. I mean, you even look at the Premiership, and there's two teams going for it. There's three teams going for it, and let's not forget Met Police, who have been right up there all the way. They could win the playoffs without any doubt.
Chesham
and West Ham are having a right old ding dong for their last place as well, and they're both in fantastic form. So it's been such a tight season, and you do yourself go mad at the moment where you think, what about that Salisbury terrible decision, or what about that last minute that Hayes nicked here, or we missed there, or the wrong selection there we made, or I made, and you drive yourself potty. The reality is, after 40 odd games, there's a hair's breadth between us, and many high quality sides.
There's obviously been a lot of late goals as well for Hayes, and there's late goals for Taunton, and
missed opportunities. But you drive yourself potty on it, and at the end of the day, I suppose I do hope genuinely whoever wins it doesn't win it on goal difference. That would be horrific for the sides, and I'm obviously biased on that because we're not going to be winning it on goal difference.
No.
But look, it's been a fantastic, entertaining season. We're banging it. We've got 5 days to go, and we've had to freshen it today, but it's opportunity. I'm pretty sure you'll see Terrell at some point again today. He's got to get it in its chance. Pratty, we know, will just run and run and run.
Yep.
Elliott's been better in the last few weeks and got a very good goal last time against Paul. And obviously Mitch was injured, but losing Michael's a blow. We're still Ricky 2 weeks homes away, so who knows with that? He's twisting and turning today. So who knows? Is there any chance? Who knows? I wouldn't have thought for next week, but if we have to go in the playoffs, and let's hope we don't. But always try and look on the bright side. It's a sunny day. We were magnificent in a different way against a really valiant Hendon side on Saturday, and today we've got to beat our neighbours, who we know will be very physical. They're in great form, really,
and up for a local derby,
and up for it, and we'll love nothing better to ruin the party. But it's not just about today. But at the end of the day, when you play 42 games, you look at the 42 games. You don't just look at one. But let's try and be in it. Let's do our job, and if whatever happens away from us, then
they can actually do us a favour as well. If it comes down to the wire, they've got Hayes next week as well. So
we probably, if we're joking aside, 10-0 up, we'll be telling our players not to injure their players, because we do need them for next week. But no, look, we've got all the respect for Hartley. We had a very tough game at their place, obviously very different conditions. And we edged it that day, and we know this is going to be another probably quite horrible game, I think it's fair to say.
It's all about the 3 points. It's
difficult. We hope that we don't have any more dreaded red cards,
and we're not talking about the officials.
No, I mean, I don't even think I even want a red card for them, because that didn't work for us at Tiverton either. we've been great. The lads have been great.
Sport's been great.
The sun is shining. It's hard. They played as well. They had a fantastic result Saturday. And let's see what happens.
Until the best team wins. So thanks for your time, Spencer.
Cheers,
hopefully
guys.
we catch up after the game. Just for a brief interview. Thanks again for your time. So there we go. Interviews from Spencer Day. Spencer Day, job done today, and 3 points. And obviously we're just waiting for the other results. But it looks like we could maybe be in the playoffs. But it is what it is.
We can only do what we can do. I think we've still got the equal amount of wins in the division, and it could come down to literally goal difference. But look, I thought first half Hartley Wintney had 3. They were vastly better than us first half. I thought we were very lucky to be 1 up at half time. I thought we had so many people off it. Second half, I thought we edged that. I thought we were the better side. Second half, we changed the system 30 minutes into the game, and second half, I thought we were the better team. And they had a small patch with a couple of saves, but after that, I think we were better than them just in the second half. But I thought Hartley Wintney put on a hell of a shout. This is the problem you have when you come against teams that have nothing to lose. They can go free for, I think they're about 8 up front in the last 10 minutes. And we weren't particularly on it. We had players that did look tired. And
it seemed like the goal sort of calmed the nerves a little bit. We seemed like quite edgy, and then the goal went in.
And unfortunately after half time, it looks like it's got to be the place. But look, at the moment we're right at the top on points. I think with that we've guaranteed ourselves a home game, worst case in the playoffs, which is important. I think probably a fair bet at the moment. It looks like it's going to be Met Police again, but at the end of the day, there was great attendance here. We've won the game. As I said, first half Hartley certainly were better than us. Second half, I think we stepped it up and were better, and we got away with it. We know we can play a lot better.
Great, 2 or 3 great saves from Turner as well. Kept us
he did, absolutely. 2 great saves. I would also say their keeper's save from John was absolute top draw, because that would have been game over early in the second half. So, look, it was end to end. We were far from great, particularly in the first half, and. But it's another win. We're 85 points. We got the equal maximum wins in the division. It's very, very tight. It will look like it's going to the last day. We're realistically, goal difference will count against us. But we've got the if it is to be that, we've got the excitement of the playoffs. And we need everybody to get behind us. It's been a fantastic season. And when we won the playoffs 4 years ago, whenever it was, they were 2 fantastic days. So let's make it another one. And there's so many good sides in this at the moment. It's so difficult to call, but I think what we need more than anything right now is we need a bit of a rest, and we need to look at the results and then make a decision what we do at Taunton. So that's going to.
I think the playoffs on the 28th on Tuesday. I think the first leg is on the 28th, and then
although we're going to have to look at it very carefully, because we obviously owe a duty if Hayes can win it on goal difference as well. So arguably, if we're going to be at home and our position's set in the playoffs, what do? Do I send the 23s to play at Taunton, which hands them it, which is the wrong thing to do? But obviously I've got to look after ourselves as well and balance it out. And you've seen today with a journey and a relatively quick turnaround, we weren't on it first half, particularly in the first half an hour. I thought we were absolutely shocking. So, let's enjoy it. It's another win. I said lots of credit to Hartley, particularly in the first half. They looked dangerous, but they could be brave. They played 3 up top. We knew what they do. We just didn't handle it, and I thought we were very sloppy. But second half, I thought we were much better. But it wasn't vintage. But it's another 3 points, another clean sheet.
So it looks like there's going to be 2 big games, obviously, over the semi-final and hopefully the final as well coming up. So again, we need all the support we can there, and then if we make the playoffs, whether it's home or away.
I think that's guaranteed us a home playoff. So so we're going to be here worst case a week tomorrow.
Right.
And
make as much noise as possible.
Exactly. Get everybody, get them here. We know it's going to be tight. It's probably going to be ugly as well. We'll be back on the penalty shootout practice that we started last week, and we'll see where it takes us. But nothing's going to take away. We've got 85 points. I mean, it's so tight. I mean, it's got to be the tightest. Well, probably.
Yeah, that's
there's 3 teams that could potentially all end up on exactly the same points here. I mean, it's incredible.
You believe it's got a goal difference. I mean, when you look back at it, just a point even there, anywhere really would have made a difference.
To be fair, we've always been up there, but Hayes with a goal difference has been phenomenal. And Taunton have been on a great run, and if they've seen it out, they're 1-0 up. I think it's a few minutes to go. Then they've been on a fantastic run. So, look, we've done our job. It's all we could do today. It wasn't pretty. It wasn't brilliant. I always like that encouragement. It means we can be better. So, you know, we had a few players that were really struggling out there. But look, it's another win, and let's move on.
And just your thoughts on John Onugu picking up player of the season? Oh, he's been superb, obviously, all season.
I think honestly, I think that could have been 3 or 4 lads. I think lads have had different patches of the season that were phenomenal. I thought Deering in the first half of the season was superb. I think CJ has been fantastic. I know he had a tough day today, but everyone's like one, and you know, a quick turnaround, and he just didn't seem there today. I don't know what, you know, but it happens to everybody. And you know, we've had some great performances. We've clearly lost Ricky. You know, that's been a big loss, but. Yeah. You know, there's been some great performances through the season, and that's why we're right in this. We're right at the top, and you know, we've got, you know, we're in the last 5 days of the season, and let's see where it takes us. But congratulations to John. He's been with us forever. He went away once and regretted it, and we hope he'll carry on being here. But you know, we've got so many good players in the squad. So you know, lovely attitude. And they were disappointed at half time. In fact, you know, we were pretty disgusted at half time. We've got to be better than that. You know, we'll need to play better to win this.
Playoffs,
but it's exciting. We're in the playoffs. I think, hand on heart, if you'd said we were going to be in the playoffs with a home tie start of the season, you would have absolutely bitten your hands off. There's some very good teams that aren't going to be in the playoffs.
And the home tie is a big advantage as well. So,
well, if it's Met Police, I'm not sure they probably prefer. They're away from. They prefer to come here. But look, I still think there could still be another twist, and we could be playing anybody, Western, Chesham, anybody. So, you know, I know it looks like it's Brett, and they've won today, but I think it's nice that we can. I think we're just secured where we are now in the playoffs position wise. So. It does give me a little bit of leeway for next Saturday.
Definitely job done today, and obviously on to the next one. So congratulations for today.
Cheers, guys.
Today. Thanks so much.